Port Royal received one of the 10 coolest towns in the United States. We are one of the 10. In order to be a cool town in the United States, you have to have a population less than 10,000 and are doing some innovative things in our town.
Port Royal is a unique place simply because it just has a lot of different types of people, but it's really just an interesting blend, I think, of people, again, coming from different places and different economic backgrounds and interests. We have festivals, and our 4th of July, for example, fireworks, to me says it best, because when you see everybody from babies out playing in the water to seniors in wheelchairs, everybody just kind of comes together, and it really there's a sense of family, even though most aren't related.
A modern day Mayberry, yeah, that's probably about a good description, modern day Mayberry.
One of the coolest things that I find about this town is you can get your golf cart and ride within 2 miles of your house. Everything's right here. It's fairly compact. You know the mayor, you know the councilman, you know everybody. To me, that's as much being a cool town as being cool.
It's very, very unique from the standpoint too that with all this small town environment, we produce 22,000 Marines every year at Paris Island. So it's amazing to be able to have a small town feel and still accomplish something like that.
As a business, we chose Port Royal because it still keeps that old southern feel of the small town that is kind of a dying breed in South Carolina up and down the coast. Certainly with the development possibilities of the port redevelopment property and the quaint feel, we felt that it was a great place for us to locate and bring a business to the community.
Well, part of that, what attracted us to Port Royal is the quaintness and being a coastal town, and with the history that has always been in this area, especially in Beaufort and Port Royal. And Port Royal is a location where it still has much of a small town feel without the massive growth that's going on in so many other places.
We have the little tea house, we have a lot of arts and crafts, a number of restaurants and places that people like to come and just have a good time in. It's a very friendly little town, it's a walkable town. A lot of people walk out. Houses are built up close to the street where people walk by. You can talk to your neighbors. A lot of people use golf carts in our town. It is surrounded by water. It is always, we have a nice little beach area down here that we use for a lot of citizens, and also visitors come and utilize. We have a boardwalk with a towel that they use quite a bit. Some people use it to exercise on, others use it for sightseeing. So we have a number of little active things in the town of Port Royal.
Well, I think there's a wonderful opportunity in Port Royal. Port Royal is right on the cusp. It has the potential where it could become probably the coolest city.
It's a different pace. I mean, if you ride your bike or walk up and down the streets, people speak to you, you feel like you're home. And I think when people visit here, and that's the most interesting part to me, because we have people come that are touring the area, or maybe they're just passing through, and it's highly addictive. I mean, you don't quite know what it is, you can't quite put your finger on it, but there's something very enticing about it. It almost feels like it's somewhat removed from time.